Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jessica. If you're new here, welcome. I am so happy to have you. Please hit that subscribe button before leaving so you don't miss any of my future videos. So I just finished videotaping my Maybelline video. If you have not watched that, please go back to watch it because you'll find everything that I'm wearing in that video, but I will also link it down below for you. So today's video, I left on the makeup I had from that. I just took off all of my eye makeup and redid it because I wanted to test out mascara. In one of my previous videos, I said I was running short, which I am, on my Maybelline Total Temptation, so I figured it was a perfect time to test another mascara. I really like this one, but just to see always if there's something better that's out there. So I'm going to be comparing the Maybelline Total Temptation to another one that I heard on YouTube that some YouTubers really liked, and I have never tried. It is the Voluminous Million Lashes. So we're going to see, it's a really cool tube, I have to say that. It looks very cute and sleek, and it's really nice. But I don't know how it performs compared to the Maybelline Total Temptation, so I'm going to do that for you. So I'm going to go ahead and curl my lashes because that's something I always do no matter what mascara I'm using. So I'm just going to curl them really quick. Alright, so on this eye I'm going to put my Maybelline Total Temptation. I really like this, even though it's at the end. It does not clump, it does not dry and flake into my eyes while teaching. And I did a video on this. If you haven't seen it, I compared it to Lash Paradise. This is one coat. It does a really good job lengthening and separating your eyelashes. And if you put on about 3 coats of this, it looks very similar to the Lash Paradise, but I had flaking with Lash Paradise. So I'm gonna put on more coats, but I figured let's go and see what this one, the Million Lashes, looks like in one coat compared to it, and we'll just build it up together and kind of compare the two. This one looks very different compared to the other one. All right, let's go ahead and see. Well, I'm already having to go back over because it's clumping in some of the areas. So I'm having to go back and try to get the clumps off as I'm putting them on. My lashes actually look thinner. They look longer and they look separated, but if you look, I don't know how close you can see that in the camera, but I can tell in the mirror over here, my eyelashes look thinner, whereas over here they look thicker and more defined. So right now, not a fan, because I can see this one having to be something I'd have to build up even more. So let's go ahead and continue to compare it. Just to show you the different wands between the two, here we go. So this one is the Maybelline Total Temptation. It's a little bit more thick and fluffy. And here's the $1 Million one next to it. So you can see that they're very different with the way that they are shaped. All right, so let's go ahead and put a second coat of my Maybelline Total Temptation on. See, it's already starting to build up. I really like this mascara. Sorry, I just got my hand. It's already starting to make it look a little bit more defined with the second coat. Now let's go ahead and do the Million Lashes side. All right, looking at the two sides, the Million Lashes, I do have to say on video, they look longer, but they look thinner. So I guess it depends upon what kind of look you're going for. I kind of like this look only because they look longer, but they look more full, which is what the Lash Paradise gives you and what I like about the Lash Paradise. Whereas this side, they look longer, but they look very spread out and thin. So I guess it depends upon the type of eye look you're going for. Let's do one more coat because I really like when this one's 3 coats, what it looks like, because it looks just like the Lash Paradise, on my eyelashes at least, with 3 coats. See, that looks very much just defined, long, thick, just like the Lash Paradise does. I have to tell you a funny story since I'm a teacher. I by accident grabbed my Lash Paradise the other day and put it on because I haven't been wearing it with it being flaky while I'm working. And I put it on the other day, and one of my first graders came up to me and said, "Mrs. Jetro, did you get your eyelashes glued on?" And I was like, "What?" And then I realized that I had on a different mascara. And so she was saying how long and I guess fluffy they looked. So I thought that was a pretty good compliment for a first grader to recognize that. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and put on the $1 Million lashes on this side. So it definitely obviously gives a pretty look. I just wish it didn't flake on me. Okay, I personally am not a fan of this mascara. I don't know if you can see that, but there is clumps like all over that you're gonna have to like work out while you're putting this on, and it's clumping like right at the end of the lash. This would drive me insane because it's doing a great job of separating. My lashes look very long and very slender, but it has clumps, and that would drive me nuts because that would take a lot of work. I would have to go in with my good old, what is this one by e.l.f.? I don't even know what it's called, but the brow brush with this side over here to try to get that out because I'd be very meticulous about those clumps being in there. I'm not too a fan of this. So I guess it depends upon the look you're going for. I personally like the Maybelline Total Temptation better. It elongates, it looks full, I love it. This is with 3 coats. This side, the pro to it is for the $1 Million lashes is it does elongate. It does make your lashes look long and slender, but I don't like that clumping. Do you see that right there? That would super bother me. So to me, this would be something that it looks pretty if you want your lashes to look longer and thin, like if you have time to do your makeup. But in the morning time, I don't go above like 10 or 15 minutes with makeup. So this would take me a lot longer to use this mascara because I'd be having to do extra steps to get those clumps taken care of because that would bother me. So that's my final thought on it, depending upon what you're looking for. So I have Maybelline Total Temptation on this side and the million lashes on this side, and I have to say I'm sticking so far with my Maybelline Total Temptation. So that's my final review on these two, and I will do more to come as I run out of tubes. All right, I thank you so much for watching, and I hope you'll subscribe to my channel. Bye.